We want to talk to you about something. Saul and I are in love.
Excuse me?
You're gay?
We want to get married.
Oh, married?
Because we can do that now.
I know. I hosted that fundraiser.
Give me a ticket for an airplane. Ain't got time to take that fastest train. Lonely days are gone. I'm going home. My baby just wrote me a letter.
Hola, mis amigos. Me encuentro con dos leyendas.
I'm just like you, but with a better personality.
Certainly bigger.
Break down your emotions for me.
Con Jane Fonda y Lily Tomlin, ¿cómo están? Muy bien.
Now you can't eat until Monday.
Usually women after 50, aren't they supposed to be enjoying their lives? Kids are out of the house, time to chill, relax. Not the case.
No, not for us.
The rug gets pulled out from under us.
Yes.
Our husbands of 40 years going to leave us for each other. It's hard. I mean, there's a lot of heart and poignancy in it. But in fact, we survive and thrive.
Well, you ladies are very funny on screen together. Now, is this relationship real offset as well? Because you guys, you can tell that although there's a little, there's differences, you guys get along very well. How do you get along off screen?
We get along really well because
Yeah?
I admire Jane.
I admire Lily. No, we're friends. We've been friends for 35 years.
Yeah, at least.
9 to 5 and before. So, we've stayed in touch. We're both activists, so we help each other out. Absolutely. And have each other's backs, and it helps on the set because making a series is hard.
Yes.
Long hours, and so it's good to have a pal to work with.
We're gonna find you people to talk to, people who understand exactly what you're going through. There's a group for wives of husbands who've turned gay in their 70s.
How different is it being on a series such as Grace and Frankie as opposed to filming a movie? Because even the way it's shot very beautifully. It seems like a movie. So talk to me about, some of the cinematography involved as well and the difference of sets.
It is like a movie. I mean, it's like a long movie because it's 13 episodes long.
Yes.
You can see the whole season in 6.5 hours.
That's true.
So, and because it's Netflix, you don't have to have a kind of a special ending, to keep you hooked for the next week. So it's like making a long movie.
And some of the humor involved in this, was some of it ad-lib or was it all written down?
It was pretty much written.
It was written.
We might ad-lib some of the physical scenes or something like that, but by and large, or if we had difficulty with a scene or a line, we might call on Marta and the writing team and say, well, we're having a hard time with this. What can we do? But very seldom.
Well, I have to mention some of the two favorite scenes that I saw. Jane, your scene in front of the mirror was so raw, so real. I think a lot of women can relate to that. Mm-hmm. So thank you for that. Was it difficult to film a scene like that?
No.
No? It was
No, except it was 2 in the morning on a Saturday.
And Lily, one of my favorite scenes was when the earthquake hit, you being under the table, because I think some people have fears. That's a very big fear, and you were used to something else, someone taking care of you. Talk to me about that.
I don't really fear the earthquake, although unless it's the big one,
right,
as they talk about all the time. So. And it was somewhat difficult to try to play something like that as comedically.
Absolutely.
But yes, I did depend on my husband in the past, and he comes right over to help me, and that creates all the tension between the two couples anyway, that kind of thing recurring. Right. And because we were devoted to each other. So it was, I just tried to imagine the big one happening. And
then wasn't it funny when they end up under the table in the restaurant as well?
Yeah, that was great. Back together 34 years later, not on a big screen, but on a mobile device. Like, how does that feel?
It feels very current.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
You have to operate?
I've never had surgery.
Not ever? Like, say, up around here?
No.